Assalamu alaikum students. I am your physics teacher. Today I will explain you chapter number 2, measurement. Vernier caliper, a device which is used to measure length and diameter of an object, is called vernier caliper. It can measure a reading accurately up to 2 decimal places. Now we discuss about its construction. Vernier caliper consists of rectangular steel bar whose one end is graduated in centimeters. It consists of two scales. One is called main scale and the other is called vernier scale. The vernier scale freely moves on the main scale. It consists of 10 divisions. The instrument has two jaws called calipers shown in figure, which enables it to measure the internal as well as external diameter of a cylindrical object. What is vernier constant or least count? The minimum distance that can be measured with the help of vernier caliper is called vernier constant or least count. Working of vernier caliper. To measure the length of an object, it is placed between the jaws of the vernier caliper. The distance between the zero of the main scale and zero of the vernier scale is equal to the length of the object. Note the main scale reading just before the zero of the vernier scale. Note the number of vernier scale division which coincides with one of the main scale division. Multiply this number by the least count. This will give vernier scale reading. It is known as fractional part. Add main scale reading in fractional part. This is the length of the object. If there is a zero error, adjust it to get the correct length of the object. Least count or vernier constant. Least count of vernier caliper can be calculated as follows. Least count is equal to value of the smallest division on main scale divided by total number of divisions on the vernier scale. Value of the smallest division on main scale is equal to 1 mm upon total number of divisions on the vernier scale are 10. 1 mm divided by 10 is equal to 0.1 mm. And the smallest division on the main scale is also equal to 0.1 cm divided by 10. Now the least count of vernier caliper becomes 0.01 cm. Zero error and its correction. Before taking the total reading, we must remove the zero error from the vernier caliper. Zero errors are generated in the vernier caliper if this instrument is repeatedly used. Now students, we discuss about the zero error and then its correction. On closing the jaws, if zero of the vernier scale coincides exactly with the zero of the main scale, then instrument has no zero error and no correction is required. But if the zero of the vernier scale does not coincide with the zero of the main scale, then there is zero error and zero correction is required. The zero error may be positive or negative. If the zero of the vernier scale is on the right side of the zero of the main scale, as shown in figure 2, the zero error will be positive. To calculate positive zero error, note the number of division of vernier scale which exactly coincides with any division of main scale. Multiply this number by the least count. Suppose 8th division of vernier scale coincides with any division of the main scale. Then positive zero error is equal to 8 multiplied by 0.01 is equal to 0.08 cm. Subtract this error from observed value to get the correct measurement. Negative zero error. If the zero of the vernier scale is on the left side of the zero of the main scale, as shown in figure 3, the zero error will be negative. To calculate negative zero error, note the number of division of vernier scale which exactly coincides with any division of main scale. If say it is 4, then the zero error will be zero error is equal to minus 10 minus 4 multiplied by 0.01 centimeter. It becomes minus 0.06 centimeter. Micrometer screw gauge. A device which can measure diameter and thickness of an object is called screw gauge. It can measure accurately up to 3 decimal places. Screw gauge. Construction. A micrometer screw gauge consists of a U-shaped solid metal frame. At one end of this frame there is a fixed stud called anvil, and at the other end there is a movable stud called spindle. The thimble has a threaded spindle inside it. As the thimble completes one rotation, the spindle moves 1 millimeter along the index line. Spindle is fitted with a graduated thimble. It also consists of two scales, main scale and circular scale. Least count of screw gauge. Least count of screw gauge can be calculated by using formula. Least count is equal to pitch of screw gauge divided by number of divisions on circular scale. What is pitch of screw gauge? It is one complete rotation of circular scale over the main scale. And pitch of the screw gauge is equal to 1 millimeter divided by total number of divisions on circular scale are 100. 1 millimeter is divided by 100. It becomes 0.01 or 0.001 centimeter. Working of screw gauge. The first step to find the zero error of the screw gauge. To find the zero error, close the gap between the spindle and anvil of the screw gauge by rotating the ratchet in the clockwise position. If the zero of the circular scale coincides with the index line, then there will be no zero error. Now fix a small sphere or thin wire between anvil and spindle and note main scale reading and circular scale reading. To find fractional part, multiply circular scale reading by least count and then added fractional part in main scale reading to get total diameter or thickness of wire. Zero error and its correction. To find the zero error, close the gap between the spindle and anvil of the screw gauge by rotating the ratchet in the clockwise position. If the zero of the circular scale coincides with the index line, then there will be no zero error as shown in figure A. Positive zero error. Zero error will be positive if zero of the circular scale is behind the index line. In this case, note the number of divisions which coincides with the reference line. Multiply this number by least count. This is the positive zero error. And subtract this error to the observed or measured value to get correct measurement. Negative zero error. Zero error will be negative if the zero of the circular scale is above the index line. In this case, note the number of divisions which coincides with the reference line. Multiply this number by least count. This is negative zero error as shown in figure C. Add this error to the observed or measured value to get correct measurement. Okay students, it's your home assignment. Answer these questions. Question number 1. Define vernier caliper. Write its construction and working. Question number 2. How can least count of vernier caliper be determined? Question number 3. What is a screw gauge? How can its least count be calculated? Explain its construction and working. Question number 4. What do you understand by the positive and negative zero error? How these errors be corrected? I hope students you like my lecture. Thank you. Take care and Allah Hafiz.